Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. This is episode 3 of Con and Robin's thing. I'm on a ball, so
She's on the ball.
anyway.
It's really funny because she sits at her desk and sometimes she rolls under the desk. When she first got it, it was like, where is that voice coming from? She was all the way under there. Anyway, Tasha looks at her like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Does that little side face thing, looking at her curiously.
Tasha
Yeah.
goes like that. So here we are. It's after the holidays. It's what day? February
4th?
24th. It's
Yeah.
February 24th. So our last video was right before Halloween, and so we got busy over the holidays. We were very busy. I know I had a show in November, and holidays were crazy, and then haven't been well, so since after the holidays. So Con's been really busy. So here's a video.
Yeah, so like in between the busy times, it's like the space in between things happening. What goes on in our life, in our thoughts and feelings and creativity.
We're not always creative. I had to cancel a performance. Just a few nights ago I was supposed to do a performance and I had to cancel it because I had pneumonia and I'm recovering from it. It pissed me off to have to cancel. It's so hard to want to be creative and to have it inside the mind, thinking of all these things I can do, and yet no. Must cancel. So it's very hard. We both have, like everybody, whether you're an artist or not, we have up times and down times. So I guess we kind of wanted to. That's kind of our vague topic of the.
Yeah.
So
the vagueness of in between creativity and being off.
yeah.
And what goes on in the feelings. Sometimes it happens right after something really exciting happens, like a performance, and then afterwards, it's like the fall, the crescendo, somebody called it. It's not really a crescendo, but the space in between, the nothingness, when you put so much energy into something and you do it and it's exciting, and then all of a sudden there's like nothing for a little while, and it could get a little scary, a little, it's almost like a fear or a depression, and it's like then you come around again, you get that second wind and kicks in. But it's not always something you can just control. That inspiration has a life of its own. And we have to be friends with it, and we miss it when it's not around.
I know for me, like having to rest so much, it's been over a month since I got sick, and having to rest so much, I'm sitting there in bed and I'm thinking, wow, I could really use this time to do a lot of artwork. No. When I don't know about other artists, I can only speak for myself, but I know when I'm really, I have like very little energy right now, still, doing better, but don't feel like doing any art. It's, creating art takes a lot of energy. People who don't create art, I don't think they realize how much goes into the doing, the preparing to get ready for a show, the making of a costume, the choreography. When it comes to performance, there's choreography, there's finding the right music, there's putting the costume together, there's rehearsing. So it's a lot. So even for just like 3-minute performance, so many hours of work goes into that, into a drawing or a painting, and people who go into galleries, they see art, and I don't know what, maybe they just don't think how much, wow, how much time really took, but it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of energy. Like, I think, I said to Con one day, wow, I get really hungry when I paint, when I'm painting for a while.
Yeah.
Which hasn't happened in a while, but I actually get hungry. It's like I'm burning up energy or calories or something.
It happens to me too.
So,
like, wow.
But it's, yeah, I know for me lately it's been a real downtime of absolute nothingness. And I know I was very, so busy. When we made our last video, I was in the middle of preparing to do several different things. I did too much. I think I did too much, even though I thoroughly enjoyed it. I pushed a little too hard. Maybe that's why my resistance was low and I got sick. But it's really hard to, for me anyway, to have these down times. I can't even be creative in any way. I don't know about you.
I mean, speaking for everybody else, everybody's on a different level. Some people are so prolific, they just work every day and they pump the stuff out, and it doesn't, that's what they have to do. I find really that I can't work for more than maybe a couple of hours on any particular creative project, maybe only a half hour at a time. And I have to go from a lot of different things. Right now I'm working on a skyline for friends, and then I'm also working on another platform person. And in my mind I'm working up curriculums for workshops that I'm doing. And there's just a lot of different, and then I have little sewing projects that I do here and there. But everything takes time and creativity, and in between I have to rest and take care of myself and eat and cook and shop and take care of my grandchildren here and there. And it's very versatile. When I have to be going to a deadline and I'm trying to prepare everything so I can be prepared and have everything so I can actually make it happen, whatever I'm thinking. And the idea could just be a little idea, but then bringing that idea into something that you can share with someone, it takes a lot of effort. And yeah, when sometimes, and if you're not in the mood, you don't have that inspiration or the energy, or not feeling up to it, and that's kind of frustrating too. Sometimes it gives you a feeling of like, you know, where is it? And I kind of think, I think of my creativity as like it's all somewhere in like this place. And so when I'm ready for it, I like open up the floodgates and it all comes out. Because if the ideas, if I let them out all the time, I can't always do something about it. And I got this weird attitude about, like, if you let them out, if you think about them too much, somebody else will get them. They're like out there to the world. Well, so
there's a theory about that energetically.
Yeah, really.
But we won't. That's another video. I think that's a whole other. Yeah. But no,
Akashic files, or what do they call it?
Oh, the Akashic records.
Akashic files.
Or the collective unconscious, as Young would say.
Right.
I don't know. You know, yeah. Now, what were you saying? Oh yeah, there was a time I needed to paint every day. I painted every day, not even needed, just that's what I did. It was when I was 20s, 30s. I had to paint every day, and I don't really do that anymore. There was a time when I stopped painting after my father passed away in 2007. And I remember talking to an artist friend, and I said, am I still an artist? You know, because I hadn't painted in months. And she says, of course you're an artist. You're always an artist. And then I realized that
I'm going to have to test this too, so I just want to see that it's still on. Okay, excuse us.
Okay, and I just remember realizing that, like yeah, I have always found that even when I'm not doing art, I am still creating in my head. Like, whether it's just like lately I've just been able to rest and watch movies and things, but things are always working somehow. The artist's brain is like, it's weird.
When people ask you, are you a professional artist? They want to know, like,
Oh, that's a
is
whole
that your
other
only
thing.
income? You know, it's like, I always say, yes, of course I'm a professional artist. I'm living and I do art.
Well, I guess that means, do you make money?
Yeah, well,
Do you
you
make
know,
money?
it's like, I think
yeah, we
if-
both
if-
sell work
If you're very
each year.
careful about it, you know, you can work it all out. So you can have your money and work it out so you can live and survive financially and do your art also. And sometimes you actually even get money from your art.
Oh, I felt terrible. This is a little aside, but we always go around on the sides
yeah.
and we
We'll
go
come
on
back
loops
again,
and then we
too.
come back again.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I just remembered that someone had asked me months ago, oh, can I come over and we can just paint together? And it was someone I you know, who I don't, she's not an artist, she's a friend. And I felt, my first response, I didn't even think about it, and my first response was, oh no, I don't paint, my painting process is very solitary. Normally when I paint, I'm by myself and I need that solitude. I said, but if you want to paint, you know, I can refer you to a friend who teaches, you know. And she said, no, I don't want lessons, I just want to come over and paint with you. And it was weird because I realized, oh, I felt bad saying that. I felt really bad that I said to her, oh no, you know, I didn't realize, oh, she just wants to come and paint. But it's not painting, just come over and paint, to me, you know, to me is different than it was to her. Not that it's anything wrong with either one of them, they're just different. It's a different way to see art, the creation of art. And I have done live painting gigs. I gear myself up for it, and usually when I do live painting, like, I'm in front of people and I know it, but I'm in my own space. Like, people try to talk to me while I'm doing live painting. I've already, like, closed myself off in my bubble. But anyway, this is a tangent. I'm going. Now,
okay.
where was I?
Where were we?
Where was we?
You're talking about your father.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That, like, even when my friend reminded me that even if I'm not painting, I'm always an artist, because I've always been an artist. And some artists go through long periods of not creating. So I think, like, with me, it's like I've been sick for so long and I still feel awful. Like, I probably look awful. I probably look like, ooh, she looks really bad. But anyway, I'm not looking for a compliment. Whatever. Okay. I'm babbling. I babble a lot. I'm not feeling it. Okay. But I realize that I've been doing that with myself. It's like, oh, why can't I just sit in bed and do work? And there's a friend of mine who's really inspiring, because she's also going through a health issue right now. And yet she managed to do work, and she said she had to keep it small and very simple and just use colors out of the tubes rather than going through the trouble of mixing the paint, because even that is like kind of a chore when you're really not doing well health-wise. The smallest things, like mixing paint, mixing colors, can be a chore, having to clean the palette. So I thought maybe I'll keep it simple, but I just don't feel like doing anything art-wise right now.
And it's okay if you can allow yourself to feel that way.
Oh, she gets the potato chip thing. But did I say that? No, can I say that?
That was in another episode, but you can
That
repeat
was?
it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Con gets this thing when she has a downtime. I can always tell, because she'll be in her pajamas and she's walking around the apartment. I call her, it's the potato chip shuffle. She's always got a bag of chips in one hand and something else in the other, and then she's shuffling. It's a certain shuffle. It's like a certain kind of shuffle. Where
It happens. I go with it,
I'm
whatever
like,
it is, and then it passes.
I think she goes with it easier than I do. I fight against. I get like
I
really
definitely
pissed
go
off.
with it. I
I'm like,
embrace it. And
I don't
so
want to miss there.
I know that it's going to pass, and and then all of a sudden, and something will inspire me, and I just try to be thankful all the time. It's like, oh, I'm so happy today. The sun is shining. It's feeling good. Even it's nice and warm in here, and I'm drinking daikon.
She's easier going than I am. I seem like I'm like low key, but like, I mean, Tinkerbell, like how Tinkerbell gets feisty. I know it sounds strange. If you ever watch a Tinkerbell movie, I really seriously thought they were going to be like really too stupid for me, but I started watching Tinkerbell last year. She's pretty cool. She gets feisty. Anyway, so I don't mean to over. But
Yeah,
you take it much better than I do. She does better than I do.
So the downtime, that's the whole thing. What to do during the downtime, if you can embrace it, if you can't embrace it, well, you're going to be a little frustrated, but that's what you are, whatever it is, and if that's how you feel, then, and you can't help it, that's okay too, because your mind will keep working to get past that, and eventually you do, and that's a good thing.
Why do you think it takes energy to create art? Because we're just sitting there it's weird, because like it looks like a very sedentary thing to create art. It doesn't look like it's not like we're jumping over hurdles or anything, literally. It's like we're sitting and creating art. But I wonder why that requires so much energy.
Well,
brain energy.
Everything is energy, and it's the process. It's like it's not like giving birth, but it's a creation, and as it's going through you and coming out through your hands and your eyes and your mind and whatever it is, it definitely it's like a magnetic force that pulls. It's like it really is. It's going through you that way, and it comes out.
It takes, I guess, a lot of brain energy.
Yeah.
There's something about the creative process that it requires energy. And I've heard that from other artists too, that when they paint they get really hungry. When they're in this creative thing, they get hungry, or it's like running a marathon.
Well, is there anything else we want to say about this topic today? Do we want to
I don't know.
add
What
any
could
more
we
to this
say?
episode?
People might get
The
bored. Are
downtime?
you bored?
Yeah, well.
Are these too long? Like, let us know. Should we make them shorter?
Probably about 10 minutes would probably be good.
It's totally off the top of our heads. We
Yeah.
don't have a cue card, not even like
Yeah.
little cue cards.
Just the downtime, and like sometimes it is just very hard, that downtime, and how we all deal with it. And I try to keep busy. I exercise and try and do things and the best I can, and keep going, trying to be positive, and that's about it. So
Maybe we should wrap it up.
yeah, I think so.
We're going to wrap it up now.
Okay. Thank
If
you
you made
for
it
watching.
Yeah, thank you. If you made it this far, thank you. Unless you're someone creepy who wants to stalk us, then go away. But like if you're a cool artist person, if you're like a nice person who just wants to know, wow, what's their life like? And you're a cool person, thank you for watching the video. If
Thank
you're a
you,
creepy
yeah.
stalker, go away. Because we never know.
Well, true.
The world is a very strange place.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do we want to say it? No, that's another video.
Yeah, that's another one. The world is a strange place.
Excuse my rambling. I'm sorry. I do that. She's used to it.
Yeah, actually, I do miss it when she's not feeling well and she's not chattering about. It does get very quiet around here. So I know she's feeling better when she starts chatting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and happy spring. Oh, and happy new year. But
Yeah.
it's already February.
All that.
It's not spring yet. Hopefully,
There's hope for spring.
spring. It's 5 degrees out right now.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.